In the video where I talked about characters from certain animes that could get Conquerors Haki, I did bring up the fact that there would be a villain version, and today, here is what we are here for. But before I get into the video, if you guys obviously like this type of content, you know what to do, like and subscribe, since I do put out content like this regularly. To be exact, I put out content like this every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, so you know where to be on those type of days. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna stop blabbering on. I'm actually gonna get into the video since I know why you guys are all here, so let's get straight into it. Mirroring what I did last time, I'm going to start off with a Berserk character, and the Berserk character that mirrors Guts is obviously Griffith. If you read the Berserk manga or watched the anime, you 100% know what Griffith is. He's 100% a conqueror because he does everything that he can to get his dream, and obviously when he gets his dream, he's then ruling the world, and he's even running his own band. Listen, Griffith is a conqueror. There isn't an if and but or why. No, he is a conqueror. Also, unlike my last video, I'm going to include if they have advanced conquerors, since somebody in the comment section did want that and I thought that was a really cool idea, so I want to do it. And so to answer if Griffith has advanced Conquerors Haki, I 100% do believe he does. He's a combatant type, so I can see him using it in battle, and the thing is that he's pretty strong as well. Like, it was surprising that Guts beat him, so yeah. He 100% has advanced Conquerors Haki on top of it. And I say that because he's actually strong. Like, Griffith is strong. He's not only charming and everything, but he is strong as well. So yeah, I could 100% see Griffith have an advanced Conquerors Haki on top of that as well. And so to follow up on Griffith, I want to talk about one of my favorite villains of all time, and that is Yohan. Now, you're going to be surprised when I say this, but originally I was like, I don't know if Yohan is one, until I sat back and was like, no, he 100% is one, because he's the exact same guy that was like, yo, shoot me. He literally pointed to himself like, shoot me. And then all the people he influenced, the fact that his will didn't break. Yohan is an out and out conqueror, but he's not the traditional conqueror in my eyes. Like, he isn't the one that's like shouting like, oh, this is my dream or whatever, but he is somebody that's very, very cunning. And due to the fact I don't see Yohan as a combatant, I'm not going to say he has advanced Conquerors Haki. I could see if he was as a combatant type to have it, since he is somebody that would 100% master it. But in my eyes, he isn't a combatant type, so I wouldn't say he has it. Obviously, if you disagree, you know what to do, comment down below and we can have a discussion on that. But moving on, we're going to move to Shonen and talk about Dio. Dio is 100% a conqueror, and if you look into his ideals and everything, it really does show you what type of person he wants to be, and he views himself as a god. He wants to be a god. It's like Dio wants to rule over everything. He wants to just do what he wants, and obviously, along with that, he strives towards his goals all the time. And to add, if Dio would have advanced Conquerors Haki, definitely 100%, because we've seen him master his vampire body and then Jonathan's body with his stand. He does it really quickly. Dio is a fast learner, and he is somebody that is a combatant, so he would definitely want advanced Conquerors Haki. So yeah, easily he would have it. Going into my personal favorite antagonist from JoJo, we then have Yoshikage Kira, and I don't believe he has it. And I think he doesn't have it because he's somebody that's like, he doesn't want too many things. He's not somebody that like has big dreams or aspirations. He just wants to take people's hands, women hands to be exact. Yeah, he isn't too grand of a character. He just wants to do one little thing and keeps to it. So I don't believe he has a conqueror's will or spirit. With that being said, let's move into one of the big three, and that is Bleach. The two antagonists I picked from Bleach are like basically the only main ones. I know you have a few other ones, but we're going to talk about Yohan and Aizen. And if you have like taken in any sort of Bleach content, immediately you will know that these two have Conquerors Haki, and I don't really need to sit here too long and tell you about it. And along with that, they would definitely have advanced conquerors, as they are one of the best fighters in the verse, and they are one of the most quickest learners, so I could 100% see them having both. Moving on from Bleach, we have another popular shonen, and that is Jujutsu Kaisen. The biggest antagonist from Jujutsu Kaisen is Sukuna, and he 100% has Conquerors Haki. Go read the story, go watch it. Yeah, if you watch the anime, you'll be able to see it. He 100% has Conquerors Haki. He lives on his own morals and everything, and on top of that, I do think he would have advanced conquerors, as he's someone that is very, very keen in battle, and he's a very quick learner, and he's smart. So I could 100% see him unlocking advanced Conquerors Haki, probably damn near the moment he unlocks Conquerors Haki. Moving on from him, we're gonna go over a few more antagonists from this series, and they're gonna be Kenjaku, Mahito, and Jogo. And I don't think any of them have it. And I know it's gonna sound crazy to a lot of you, but give me some time to cook. Hold on. To put it simply, Jogo stopped using his domain expansion after literally being conquered by Gojo. And then Mahito, he kind of does have an argument for it, and I can see you saying yes to it, but Mahito just doesn't have that edge like all the other conquerors do, and I think the ending with Sukuna really does solidify it. He could use the "oh, but he's the product of human negative emotions," but I feel like with that being said, I don't feel like that gives him the edge. I mean, you can say it does, and if you did say that, I'd be like, okay, cool, but me personally, I don't think it does. I view Kenjaku like a Vegapunk type of person. I don't know why, but like I can imagine him in a Vegapunk type of role, and he just doesn't come across as somebody who wants to really conquer much. Like, he's experimental, but he isn't that type of person, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't really think he does have it, but if you want to say he has it just like the other two, then I can see an argument for it, but in my eyes, I just don't think he has it. Next up, we're going to go into another new gen manga that just ended, and that's My Hero Academia. Now, My Hero, we have 3 antagonists I want to bring up here, and that is Shigaraki, All For One, and Darby. Now, in my opinion, I do believe that all 3 do possess it, and that is because all of their wills have been shown, and the fact that Darby is literally alive because of his will and because he wants to obviously defeat his family. Shigaraki obviously is around, is able to break free of All For One's control for a little bit because of his will, and All For One literally wants to rule the world. Shigaraki wants to destroy it, and obviously Darby, I feel like just for the sole fact of him still being alive, just because he wanted to destroy his family, and just because of that pure hatred and the fact that he doesn't back down from it, yeah, those 3 100% are conquerors. And for advanced conquerors, I can see all of them possessing it. Darby was able to master his father's moves just by seeing him on TV and not actually being taught them himself. Shigaraki, I wouldn't say he's the best fighter, but he does know what he's doing with his quirks, and he would know what to do and how to obviously access Conquerors Haki and obviously advanced Conquerors Haki. And All For One, he's been around for hundreds of years. I'm gonna say hundreds, but obviously around like 100 and something years. So he does know what he's doing in battles, and he's been in a lot of battles. So yeah, I do believe all 3 of them would have advanced Conquerors Haki. Moving on from My Hero, we have one of the greatest shonens out there, and that is obviously Dragon Ball. And from there, we have Frieza, Cell, Buu, and Zamasu. The thought of Buu running around with Conquerors Haki beating his chest while yelling actually does scare me, but it's a thing that would happen if Dragon Ball was able to access Conquerors Haki. Luckily, they can't, so we're never ever going to see that. Also, yes, the rest do have Conquerors Haki as well. I mean, just look at all of their goals. And if they would have advanced Conquerors Haki, 100%. All these fighters are prodigies in their own right. Zamasu, we literally see what he did with Goku's body. Frieza, we know what he can do in his black form. Kid Buu, I mean, do I even need to get into it? And Cell, he has like all of their cells aside from Buu. Come on, man, he's 100% gonna have Conquerors Haki as well. Or advanced conquerors, I should say. Moving on from Dragon Ball, we have Hunter x Hunter, and I know I should cover Hunter x Hunter more on this channel, and I'm going to since the manga is coming back. But yeah, from this series we have Chrollo, Hisoka, and Miriam, and in my opinion, I believe all 3 of them do have it. I know I keep saying this, but if you've like read the material, you would know why, but I'm gonna assume some of you guys haven't. So Chrollo, literally, I'm just gonna throw this panel up on screen. That's it. That's the explanation you're gonna get for Chrollo, because like Chrollo's just saucy, man, and the things that he does, the things that he wants to do, Chrollo's just cold. Like, he's just that guy. Hisoka, he is somebody that just wants to fight the strongest and just wants to get strong. Like, he literally joins the Phantom Troop, and then he's like to Chrollo, yo, come, let's fight. I want to fight. And that's all he's on. Hisoka, although he is a bit of a weirdo, he is that guy when it comes to combat. And then obviously lastly we have Miriam, and he is literally the king. I'm not lying, he's literally the king. And if all 3 of them would have advanced Conquerors Haki, 100%. Chrollo, we know he's on when it comes to fighting. Hisoka literally wants to become the strongest, so advanced Conquerors Haki would have to be one of his main suits. And then obviously Miriam, with him being the king and him being such a naturally gifted fighter, I could just see him accessing Conquerors Haki and obviously advanced Conquerors Haki the moment he steps out of that womb. He just stepped out and just started using it. He like punched the guard and then like everything, just like, you know. So yeah, 100%. I can see all 3 of them having advanced Conquerors Haki on top of that. And lastly, we have Naruto characters, and you know the obvious Naruto characters. We're gonna go over Madara, Pain, and Obito. Madara is somebody who stands on his morals and will do whatever it takes to get the job done. We literally see it in the war, where obviously him using Obito to get his thing and him going up against Hashirama and everything. Like, Madara is somebody that stands on his will, and his willpower is what drives him. That's what makes Madara such a good villain and a good antagonist, is the fact that his will is so strong, and the fact that we can see he's actually on it and he's on that business that he talks about. Now for Obito and Pain, I sat here for a bit and I thought these guys are 50-50 until I was like, no. I went back, I was like, no, no, these guys here have Conquerors tendencies. Like Obito, he never really does waver, and the only time he does waver, he gets right back up after it. Like Obito is somebody who stands on this stuff 24/7, and the only reason being Obito is obviously switch sides twice is because that is what's in front of him, and once he can see what's in front of him, he follows that until the bitter end, until he's either proven wrong or he just ends up dying. I mean, like, that's just the facts. I've seen Obito obviously influence people like Nagato, of course. So yeah, Obito is a conqueror, and he is up for the debate for being a conqueror. Now Nagato, on the other hand, I did think he was 50-50 at first, but then I was like, no, he has influenced people like the Akatsuki, although like they may be like a sort of rogue type group, but obviously nah, they share a common goal. He's able to keep them in check, which means obviously he can't influence them, and he does stick to his morals until the bitter end. And just like Obito, until he's shown a better path, it's like he does stick on it, and he will do that till the bitter end. I mean, we saw that with his fight against Naruto. And so would they have advanced conquerors as well? Yeah, 100%, because obviously they are really good combatants. Obito being one of, like, in my opinion, I think he's one of the better prodigies. I mean, he did start off a bit slow, but when he got a little nudge, he was like, you know, I'm going to take it that next step. And Nagato as well, he's a prodigy as well. He can take that next step as well. So yeah, I think all three of these Naruto antagonists will have advanced Conquerors Haki, and they would have just regular conquerors as well, of course. Bro, I just recorded a whole outro and the thing didn't record. I'm gonna have to re-say this for like the second time. I feel really rusty in this video. Like, I don't know, I haven't recorded in like a week, so when I got down and I was like, okay, let's record, I was like, wow, it feels weird. It feels like whenever I take like a day or two break, I don't feel like I'm in the mode again, and I don't want to do that again. So yeah, I'm sorry for taking like a day or like I've upload off, since obviously I like to upload every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, and I took an upload off because I had to set up my PC, my PS5 and all that, and I had a few things just to sort out, and I felt kind of sluggish. I didn't want to put out a video where the quality isn't up to snuff, but either way, I should have at least recorded, because recording doesn't really take that much out of me. It's more editing. So sorry if this video does seem a little bit like bad on the audio side, but on the editing side, I'll try to make it feel good, because I'm replenished and I don't really lose my edge on editing. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for all the support. I love you all, and yeah, I'll see you next time.